sir. Ayushi Agarwal from ANI. So there were reports of an Indian caregiver from Kerala who was injured during the attack by Hamas. Are we in touch with her family and any Indian casualty that we know of?
Before I come to, yeah, please go ahead. Sorry, I missed you.
Sir, Rishikesh from PTI. Is India supporting Israel in war against Hamas? Especially there are reports of massive civilian casualties in Gaza. And
sorry, didn't get your question. Could you repeat it?
Is India supporting Israel
by
on war against
by what?
Hamas?
By doing what?
Moral or
like generally you mean? And, you mean what is our stand?
Yes. Okay. And did PM Modi convey to Israeli PM that this is not an era war?
Okay. Yeshi, what?
Yeshi Seli from the New Indian Express. Is there any evacuation program for Indians stuck in Palestine as well, or this is only for Israel?
Okay, fair enough. I saw one more hand. Yes, ma'am. No, microphone, please.
Milan from India Today. Just want to understand India's stance now, considering the recent events. Will India also go ahead and look at, changing its stance, or maybe trying to suggest, as other nations are suggesting, that Hamas is a terrorist organization?
Okay. And anybody else left that I have missed out? Yeah. One more additional. Okay, please. I know it's an important topic.
Sir, Meghna from DD News. We know that security has been increased outside the Embassy of Israel in New Delhi and also other Jewish establishments. Are there any security concerns that the Israel Embassy has conveyed to us?
Okay. Pia?
Hi, Pia with the Brent. Just a simple question. How many Indians in the first batch?
Which batch?
The first batch of Indians being evacuated.
On the flight. Flight, okay. Yeah, your hand is not visible. Yeah, please, right. Please stand up if you yeah.
This is Devi Rupa from the Wire. I'm just appending to the earlier questions from Manas and others. Other countries, for example, UAE, Jordan, Egypt, and Japan, they've all called for maximum restraint on. They've not named which party, but they've asked all sides to exercise maximum restraint. Is that also something that we would like to add to it? Add our voice to it.
Add to what, sir?
Add our voice to the call of restraint in the region.
Okay, I think I've taken almost all the. You have something? Okay, please go ahead.
So the Palestinian envoy to India yesterday in an interview said that he would ask India to intervene and will de-escalate the whole issue. What's India's position on that?
He has told, us or just the media? Okay. And for the record, if you could tell your name and so I'll help.
Sorry, this is Rishabh from Rishabh, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'll try to answer many of these questions. No, I think second thoughts, let's keep it for a little later. I think there are a lot of similar questions. Look, I think on this, you've seen the statements or the comments by Prime Minister. I think that's been very clear on them. But let me try to answer some of the specific queries that you had. Let me first look at Operation Ajay. Look, as I said, the flight is expected to, the ferry flight is expected to reach today later in the evening, and then hopefully they'll pick up passengers and come back tomorrow morning. We expect, I think it can carry about 230 odd passengers. That's what we are hoping can fill it up, but depending, look, this number is broad. How many people can get onto a flight is determined by various factors, including what is the flight parameters. So let's say in that range, we were trying to work that out. So that was one. Do we have, आपने पूछा था संदीप जी कि हमारे वायुसेना के अगर जी हमारे पास सारे ऑप्शंस हैं, जो ज़रूरत पड़ेगा हम वो यूज़ करेंगे. अभी के लिए चार्टर फ्लाइट गई हैं, पर जैसे हमने कहा हमने पुराने कुछ ऐसे स्थितियों में हमारे वायुसेना का भी असिस्टेंस लिया है. तो अभी के लिए हम अभी चार्टर फ्लाइट देख रहे हैं, पर ये मैं रूल आउट नहीं करूँगा. There was a query, Siddhant, about people being taken on this side. Look, that I think you would ask the Israeli embassy. We have chartered a flight for bringing people back. So how it happens, talk to the charter organization and the embassy. I think it's the best to answer your query on that one. There's no barter. Then there was a query of how many Indians wahan pe. I think Meghna, you asked that question. How many Indians? Look, this is a dynamic situation. It's evolving. There are a lot of people. In fact, I would request Indians in Israel, if you haven't registered with the embassy, please do register with the embassy. But we are taking it based on the number of flights. So today's flights, we have the numbers that are there, and we will have more flights depending on the demand for them. So at this point, we are trying to address it as per the demands. As regards security concerns, look, this is a topic and I will not be in a position to discuss. You have to ask the agencies. We will, of course, as part of our obligations on the Vienna Convention, provide all necessary security to countries that have their embassies or diplomatic missions here, but what measures and etc. is best left to the judgment of experts in that field. I don't want to comment on it. I think you had a query, Siddharth, right in the beginning about weapons of support. I'm not aware of any such request or anything that we are doing at all. Our focus right now is to make sure that those Indians who are in Israel are able to come out of Israel, those who want to. I think there are about 18,000 odd Indian citizens. A small percentage of that are Indian students, others are caregivers and other categories of professions. So we are in touch with them, and let's see what happens. You said how worrisome is the situation? Of course, look, a situation where there is conflict going on is of concern, but I would request the Indian citizens there to follow the advisories issued by our mission in Tel Aviv, and they are the best judge, and be cautious, take the precautions, and if they feel that they need assistance, to reach out to our embassy directly. Ayushi, you asked about one citizen who was there, I think, injured. Yes.